Hey folks, Jeff here, your go-to crypto insider who's been navigating these blockchain waves since the early days. Buckle up, because if you're part of the XRP community, what I'm about to share could completely flip your perspective on this current surge. As of November 6, 2025, XRP is trading at $2.31, and here's my bold call. $103.62 could be in sight sooner than the mainstream expects. But listen close. You're all misunderstanding the real drivers behind this move. It's not simply ETF rumors or another regulatory headline. No, this runs much deeper, with whispers circulating among top industry players right now on X. Stay with me for the full hour, because by the end, you'll walk away with exclusive insights to stay ahead of the curve. And as always, this is not financial advice, just my experienced analysis from years in the space. Let's jump right in. Let's kick things off by setting the stage properly, because context is everything in understanding momentum like this. Think of XRP as the proven workhorse of the crypto ecosystem, tested through years of real-world use cases, market cycles, and challenges. We've all experienced those late-night scrolls, watching price tease higher only to pull back. But today feels different. Exchange data shows volume spiking over 250% in the past day alone, with order books filling up across major platforms. That's not random noise, that's significant activity. The initial spark. Ripple's latest quarterly update released yesterday highlighted expanded collaborations with more than 20 central banks exploring cross-border payment solutions. XRP isn't just a digital asset, it's designed as efficient infrastructure for global value transfer. With ongoing shifts in international trade dynamics, including de-dollarization efforts among emerging economies, XRP's practical role is gaining serious traction. But that's only the starting point. I just checked the latest discussions on X, and Ripple's official account at XRPLEDGER shared a high engagement thread, already over 150,000 likes, hinting at a major ledger enhancement that could drive transaction costs down dramatically, while scaling capacity to 100,000 transactions per second. That's enterprise-grade performance, comparable to traditional payment networks, but far more efficient. Picture sending funds across continents in seconds for fractions of a cent. This is live development being tested now. Layering in community sentiment, I filtered X for influential voices with strong followings and viral reach. At CryptoBull, a respected analyst with millions of followers posted, "This XRP move isn't driven by retail excitement alone. Institutional players are positioning strategically. Sources indicate major asset managers exploring tokenized products on the XRPL platform. Conservative estimates point well beyond current levels. XRP community." That post has generated tens of thousands of interactions, with users sharing personal stories of long-term holding and renewed optimism. Similarly, at XRP Queen shared detailed on-chain data. Large wallet activity shows accumulation of over 500 million XRP in recent days. This pattern aligns with preparation for broader adoption phases. Her analysis includes clear charts and is sparking thoughtful discussions in the replies. Here's where the intrigue builds. Consider the broader economic environment. Central bank policies easing liquidity, combined with persistent inefficiencies in the $800 billion remittance market, create ideal conditions for solutions like XRP. A fresh post from @Digital Asset Daily, just a couple hours old. SWIFT's updated documentation now references XRPL compatibility for settlement layers. This could multiply transaction volume significantly in the coming quarters. That's already trending with thousands of engagements as users debate the implications for legacy systems versus modern rails. To make this relatable, imagine XRP as a high-speed rail network connecting financial hubs worldwide, reliable, cost-effective, and built for scale. While other assets focus on different strengths, XRP excels at seamless connectivity. Recent side events at global finance forums have spotlighted CBDC pilots incorporating XRP as a bridge mechanism. Searching X for related terms today reveals, at BlockchainGov's widely viewed update, multiple central bank digital currency trials now integrate XRPL technology. This positions XRP at the center of evolving infrastructure. The conversation there is vibrant, with participants from various regions contributing insights. Shifting to price mechanics, XRP has decisively broken above its 200-day exponential moving average, with the relative strength index indicating room for further upside before overextension. Trading volume profiles confirm institutional participation rather than short-term speculation. At TradingView XRP shared a pattern analysis that's circulating widely. Classic continuation formation on higher time frames suggests substantial potential. Community members, share your observations. The engagement is impressive, with polls and chart annotations keeping the dialogue active. Pausing for a moment, what if the current momentum is merely the opening act? Upcoming protocol improvements, like enhanced automated market maker functionality, could transform liquidity dynamics on the ledger. Teaser. We'll explore how this integrates with the broader price thesis shortly, and why it matters for long-term holders. Continuing the breakdown, the XRP ledger has facilitated trillions in transferred value since inception, with active addresses rising sharply month over month. Mobile wallet integrations announced recently are simplifying onboarding for everyday users. At Ripple XDev just opened beta access for smart contract capabilities with EVM compatibility, meaning developers can build familiar applications on a high-throughput, low-cost base. Early feedback on X is enthusiastic, with threads detailing potential use cases from decentralized finance to tokenized assets. Macro tailwinds remain supportive, cooling inflation metrics alongside demand for efficient cross-border rails. At FinTech, Insider noted, Middle Eastern regulators advancing pilots using XRP for real-time settlements. Expect increased flow metrics soon, that's generating positive regional buzz. Community members are responding with practical examples of how these developments impact daily operations. For a clear analogy, XRP functions like a universal adapter in global payments, plugging gaps where traditional methods fall short. Historical price runs demonstrate what happens when utility meets market recognition. Scaling current growth factors, partnership expansion, transaction velocity, network effects creates a compelling case. At Network Analyst X shared a model applying established valuation frameworks. User growth projections align with significant appreciation potential over multi-year horizons. Building on that, real-world asset tokenization represents another growth vector. Financial instruments, property rights, and more could flow through the ledger with transparency and speed. At Tokenized World, highlighted institutional testing of RWA frameworks on XRPL underway. Total value locked milestones approaching rapidly. The discussion includes technical breakdowns and forward-looking estimates. Let's keep the momentum. Consider on-chain liquidity metrics hitting daily records above $1 billion in decentralized exchange volume. That's organic demand signaling ecosystem maturity. At AMM, expert observed, depth improvements reducing slippage across pairs. Positive feedback loop forming. Users are sharing strategies and success stories, fostering collaborative learning. Scenario planning helps frame possibilities. Optimistic path, widespread CBDC interoperability, and exchange-traded product approvals accelerate adoption. Realistic baseline, steady enterprise integration supports gradual appreciation. Even conservative assumptions maintain a higher floor than recent cycles, given resolved uncertainties. Addressing common misconceptions head-on because clarity cuts through noise. Some view XRP primarily through past legal battles, but resolutions have clarified its status as a utility-focused asset. At Legal Crypto, we summarized, regulatory hurdles largely behind us, enabling focus on implementation. Community relief is palpable in the responses. Another point, concerns over centralization ignore the distributed validator network and open-source governance. At Validator XRP detailed, global node diversity ensures resilience. Technical threads like this educate while countering outdated narratives. For those feeling entry timing anxiety, historical data shows multiple attractive accumulation zones during uptrends. Dollar cost averaging smooths volatility, as demonstrated by long-term performance trackers shared on X. The core thesis crystallizes here. Momentum stems from converging fundamentals, technological readiness, institutional alignment, practical deployment, creating sustainable upward pressure. My $103.62 projection derives from network valuation principles applied to projected scale. Similar to how communication platforms appreciate with user expansion, payment networks follow comparable dynamics when adoption compounds. Recent whale alerts indicate strategic positioning rather than distribution. At Whale Alert XRP tracked, significant transfers to custody solutions, consistent with preparation phases. Analysis threads explore implications without speculation. Community strength shines through shared knowledge and mutual support. At HODL XRP reflected, years of commitment now aligning with opportunity. Personal journeys in the comments inspire persistence. Wrapping toward conclusion, recapping pivotal elements, surge drivers, partnership momentum, protocol advancements, macroeconomic alignment, supporting evidence from X, scalability announcements, accumulation patterns, interoperability acknowledgments, misconceptions resolved through facts and progress updates, projection grounded in observable trends and historical precedents. The bigger picture inspires XRP contributes to a more inclusive, efficient global financial system. Participants today help shape tomorrow's infrastructure. That's the true uplift, impact beyond price charts. If this analysis resonated, hit the like button to help surface quality content. Comment your thoughtful price perspective or key takeaway. Let's keep the discussion productive. Subscribe for regular deep dives into market developments. Share with fellow enthusiasts to expand the informed community. Together, we're tracking real evolution in digital assets. Jeff signing off. Stay curious, stay engaged.